All right. Hello again, everyone. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time. I feel like, yeah. I just wanted to do a follow-up video. If you haven't already checked out, the first one was called the classical C-section. I think 10 days post-op. And so I just want to do a follow-up video. I am currently a little over 21 days, so a little over 3 weeks post-op. From a classical C-section. It's a little bit different than the typical C-section that everyone gets. Recovery period is a little bit longer, and I explained a little bit of that in the first video. So go back and check that out if you get a chance. But yeah, I'm outside today. It's been a while since I've been out to actually work and just in the garden and kind of just enjoy it. Yeah, so let's talk about after day 10 because it's been real, y'all. It's been real. So if you haven't seen the first video, just a disclaimer, I do kind of at least in the first video, I really tried to share a lot, and you might think it's TMI, but I just found that when I was watching other testimonials about C-sections and trying to prepare myself, I feel like there were people that told us the truth about what happens, but like I just wanted to share my experience and really share. So that might not be something everybody else wants to hear, but that's okay. You don't have to watch it, but I'm gonna share some almost too much detail kind of things. So it is what it is. But I'm also gonna garden today a little bit. I don't feel the best, but I am out here, and in all actuality, I do believe I'm getting a little touch of postpartum um, depression. I don't think it's like serious. And but I can kind of feel myself creeping, and I've never really experienced postpartum depression before with my first child. I did not go through that, but it seems like with this pregnancy, it's just been different, right? And it's a whole lot harder. It was just different and more difficult. And so I find myself, even though it's beautiful outside, I stay in my room. It's dark in there. I turn the light on every once in a while, that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, Letitia, like you really are kind of down today. And so days probably 18, 19, and 20 have been the hardest for me. Crying a lot and just not feeling the best, right? Everything bothers me, irritates me, makes me sad, that kind of thing. So, although I've never experienced postpartum depression before, I really do feel like it may be, kind of some symptoms of it. So, I'm just forcing myself to get outside. Took a shower yesterday. I did take a shower. Um, and that might be weird to say, but guys, if you're not doing the hygiene thing, if you're not eating and drinking, staying hydrated, those are symptoms of postpartum depression as well. Depression, period. But just in my case, in the context, I started to notice, I wasn't really craving or ready to eat much. Days 18, 19, and 20. It's just been interesting. So it's real. It's real. And a lot of it, to be honest, has nothing to do with the baby. I really feel like it's not the baby um, directly. I look at my child, and I'm just in awe of what I was able to do again and what we've been blessed with again. And I just get so overwhelmed in the best way when I do look at my baby and kiss those little toes. I just I'm just amazed, and I'm so grateful. It's more around not being able to do what I know I can do. Losing some functions. Like I'm not able to bend over. So gardening is really hard when I can't bend over. This year, my plans to farm for the first year, to be fully functional, on, really engaged, and trying to make this year is supposed to be the learning curve, and it has been a learning curve, but with the farming piece, really getting in there, building networks, which I am doing, connections, really trying to figure out what the community needs, what they want, and going for it in the best way that I possibly can, with what I have, with my business and everything. And it hasn't been going that way. So it's more about being depressed about not being able to do for myself. Like, I'm tired of asking my husband to help me dry off. I'm tired of helping him. There are some things that I have to do because of the surgical incision, um, that I can't do by myself. So he has to help me. I'm so sick of asking him for help. Like, I'm over it. And that might sound really weird, but I'm just sick of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of asking people to come water for me. I'm tired of asking him to water the garden for me. I'm tired of asking volunteers to help. Like, and I love my volunteers. It has nothing to do with them. It's just that asking all the time for help really bothers me. It really bothers me. And even though I know that I'm in a place where I have to have time to heal, I just had a baby. I am, you know, recuperating. I'm in recovery. It's still really, really hard. Like, at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, I do need help. Like, I cannot walk. I can't laugh. I can't cough. I can't sneeze. I can't pee on my own. I can't wipe myself. I can't, take a shower on my own. Like, I got it. But man, almost a month out, and I'm still in a position where I still have to ask for help. And the fact that I can't get out here and do what I want to do, it just drives me nuts, right? So again, this is, I think the last day, yeah, the first video I did 10 days post-op, and that day I remember leaving off somewhere in there saying that I had not yet started bleeding, right? And all you ladies know that, and husbands, you're learning, right? When a female has a baby, there is a period of time where they bleed, right? And you can bleed for up to 6 weeks. I can bleed for up to 8 weeks, right? And that day, on the 10th day, I had not started that process until that evening. It's like I talked it up, right? So I mean, when I tell you it was heavy, I thought something was wrong. Like, if I didn't know that was coming, or that was going to be possible for it to come, I would have freaked out, right? So I have started that process of excreting, my body readjusting. My uterus is going down. With a classical C-section, you can't massage the stomach right away. That can cause a lot of internal bleeding and blood clotting and things like that. So you can't do that. So it all has to go down on its own. So I no longer look like I am about 8 months pregnant. I now look like I'm about 5 or 6 months pregnant, for my body type. Okay, so it's still pretty round, but I've gone down. And now I've started to lose weight. Today I weighed myself and I'm down 12 pounds. Um, Up until probably 6 or 7 days ago, I had not lost any weight, even after I had the baby, after they took out the placenta, after they did all that. Nothing. I was still the same. I have also experienced a lot of swelling. So not only in my stomach area where that is expected, but my legs and my feet, to the point where I was almost like, one of my legs, like, I was like, oh my gosh, is it gonna split open? Because it was so full of fluid. I'm sorry, I see you in the chat. Hey, growing with Hudson. Thank you. Yeah, it's trying for you to get past this journey. Thank you so much. A hormones. Oh, and it's part of it. It's just like, you have to. It's exactly what it is. My body is just trying to figure it out again and trying to get back to normal. And so I've been experiencing a lot of that lately, like just adjusting. and up and down. It's understandable, but you have to recover first because you can push that recovery longer. Yes, yes. And growing with Hudson, that's what I've definitely, um, I just keep telling myself, because even today, I walked around this morning. I was up, of course, with the baby from like 2 a.m. to um, probably about 10. I had her on my own, maybe 9ish, 9 or 10, and then the hubby was able to help after that because he needs to get rest too. But I was decided after I fed her at 6 a.m. I got out in the garden and watered, and I was probably out here maybe 30 minutes, and after just watering. So let's think about what watering requires, right? You have to walk. I have to pull a hose. My drip irrigation system isn't fully installed, and it's not going to be installed in the whole garden, just the front side yard. Um, but anyway, until that gets installed, I have to still pull this big 100-foot industrial hose, and I mean, like, pull it to get it to go where I want to go. And I didn't really think that would cause issues, but it did. I felt it, and you never really realize how many muscles and areas of your body that you use, when you're doing things like that. I pulled my groin with that. I pulled something on my left side pulling the hose, y'all. Like, it's crazy. And so I was like, oh Lord, I had to sit down for about 2 minutes, and then I got up and I was able to finish. But I'm so sore. I am so sore. And pain meds. So pretty much after day, I think 11, I was like, I'm not taking any more pain medicine. Um, and now I'm not telling anybody else to do this. This is just what I do. I don't like taking a whole bunch of medications anyway. I do have a pretty high tolerance for pain, and I didn't take any medicine today just because I pulled some stuff or whatever I did. I didn't feel like I needed to pop a pill immediately. Like, I wasn't in excruciating pain, but it hurt. Um, so I stopped taking medicine consistently on the hour, every hour at day 11. But when I tell you you're going to feel it, you're going to start to feel stuff, right? Because you've been taking pain meds. So I think you should use your own judgment on that. Some people can deal with it, some people can't. But I definitely start to feel everything. This is day 22, 23. Um, and I am feeling more of the incision pain now, a lot of burning. And again, keeping that incision clean and dry is very, very important. And I struggle with that because I'm a pretty big girl. So my stomach folds over, right? The incision, it folds over the incision. It's just not a clean, breathable, and that has been kind of hard. Even being in the house, because of my body adjusting, I sweat a lot. Um, and so I have to stay on top of that. I do not take showers every day, and that's something that they tell you to at least wash it every day, right? So I do make sure that I change the fabric that they gave me. It kind of reminds me of Under Armour. I don't know the name of it, but I do make sure I change that and try to keep the area dry as possible and clean. Um, but part of not taking a shower, I don't go more than 2 days without taking a shower though. But I just it's work, and it was really hard when I was coming off the meds to stand in the shower for a long time. So just, but the bleeding has backed off since day 10. And now it's more like a spotting kind of thing, but I'm still bleeding, so I can't not go without protection, right? Because I might wake up and make a mess, and the next day there's nothing, right? So you have to kind of stay protected. I showed y'all kind of like the Depends underwear and pads and things that I used in that first video. So um, I love them. They're so convenient, right? And they're so comfortable, I feel. Um, but yeah, so hey, best yet journey, hey, thank you. I'm trying to take it easy. I'm trying, but not really. It's like, gosh, I just want to plant a tomato plant in my garden bed, like in the ground. I want to plant. So anyway, I have some plants here that I'm gonna get to, and these are in really small pots, or pots where I know, like, I have a lot of plants that just need to come out of the pots that they're in. So I'm gonna suit up here and put a few in bigger pots. They're not gonna stay there, but I just needed something to do. I know I can't bend over quite yet to get in the garden and plant. So this is gonna help me with my fix. um Breast pumping or nursing a baby while you're recovering from surgery, particularly the classical surgery that involves breast pumping. And I still experience that at day 21. They're better. They're not as bad, but I hate it. And my breast milk production I was pumping like um, seven, about me, ounces. And it's kind of, that's a lot better than I was doing with my first pregnancy. And but in 15 minutes, 7 ounces in like 15 minutes. But now I have to sit for like 45 minutes to an hour to get that. And so I'm like, what the heck is going on? Again, I think it's just my body adjusting with the hormones. And those few days, y'all, I think of not eating as much as I usually or was eating, and drinking water really affected it. I also had inflamed or backed up ducts in my right boob. So it caused some problems, and that was very, very painful. So that caused a lot of crying and feeling sad, and just I'm through with this whole process, right? So I just feel like there's just a lot of things, y'all, going on, and a lot of it I can't control, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just what I have to do, right? It's just what I have to do. So, hold on, I saw somebody in the chat. I was a light flow before my son, and for the last 20 years, I've been like what you're talking about after I had him. Okay. Um, and so I also found out too that if you have a history of polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is what I have, not only does it cause like you to have a really hard time to get pregnant, but breastfeeding as well can be affected, and or the ability to or not. And a lot of women that experience that end up stopping, a month in or so, or they don't try at all after the first week, because it's so hard for your milk to come in, and then just dealing with the baby crying, and you're trying to do as best you can, all that. So I have that kind of working against me. I don't know. I recycle a lot of stuff, y'all. So the weeds that I'm seeing in here. Hi. Hi. See, you already know the answer. Oh my gosh. Look who's visiting. Say hi. Oh my goodness. Uh, she's so sweet, y'all. She really is. She's growing. She's getting so big. Y'all know she had jaundice, a little touch of that, and she lost a lot of, not a lot of, I mean like four, I think, what did they say, 4.3% of her body weight or something like that. It's normal for babies to lose weight, but she kind of dropped on us. And but honey, she's back in the game now, I'll tell you that much. See, you already know the answer. It will be a rainbow after this recovery. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Bye bye. Um, so yeah, I forgot what I was saying before they came out here. I can't help it. Like I'm in love with that child. She's so adorable. Let's see. We got 3 giant Marconis here that I want to plant in the garden, but I told you I can't really plant. And I got 3 Jimmy Nardello peppers. I should probably just separate those. Plant two of them, keep one, and then this one is a Cherokee purple tomato that's in this little cup that one of my growers grew that needs to come out of there. And here's a tomato tomato that already has flowers. I'll probably take those off. And this one is going in the garden too. But I just wanted to pot them in something. Just give me something to do. Okay. Um, so, and actually, I'm probably not going to use these. I'm probably going to use the gallon pots for now, and save those. Actually, I might put the peppers in this big pot here, and those could stay. I'm gonna put 2 pepper plants in this big pot. I'm not sure how big this pot is, but it looks to be a little over, maybe 7 gallons, maybe 10. I'm not sure, but I am gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. Um, Thank you, thank you. A lot of the plants do look good, but there were several, y'all, that was just beat up by the sun and trying to keep this nursery going and everything. I'm so behind on some stuff, but I'm doing the best I can, right? That's all we can do. That's all we can do is the best we can. So I'm going to put some of this soil in this pot here. And what I'm doing is breaking up these, there's a lot of big clumps. So I'm going to break those up as I go. Um, but yeah, so anything that you all can tell me to look forward to as I'm entering into almost a month of recovery from the classical C-section. I'm trying to think of other things. Itching. My stomach, particularly in the middle, like around my navel, like all the way across. And that's where I think a lot of the stretching was. And so as I'm shrinking, the stretch marks, veins, whatever is going on here is like bulging out, and sometimes they burn. It burns, but it's itchy. I can't scratch like this because I can't feel it. I still can't feel it, but I can rub across. I can just rub like that, or across my stomach, and that feels better than actually scratching. But it's weird. It's weird. I can barely feel still, so I'm still numb. Put cocoa butter. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. That's another thing. I haven't been moisturizing very well. Partly because I gave up because I couldn't reach, and That's another thing. Asking my husband to lotion everything. It's okay to do it like once or twice or maybe 3 times, but every day y'all, it's just so annoying to ask for all that help. And they get tired too, right? They get tired. My husband get tired. I know he's tired. He do it, but he's tired of it. I know he is. Um. Anywho, I can't drive yet. I'm imagining if I can't even walk for just a bit and brake, hit the brakes if I have to hit them and survive that or not be in pain after I do that. So I have not tried to drive yet. Again, I'm only 3 weeks out. They tell you to give yourself 4 to 6 weeks before you drive. And that drives me insane because I have to depend on him to drive me everywhere. So I haven't been able to go to the post office. And he's working and doing other things too. So it's just, yeah. It's something else, y'all. It's just something else, ain't it? Hey, G Mama, what's going on? Hey, lady. Hey, lady. I feel like we haven't seen each other in so long. Yeah. It's been a minute. So I had a baby. Yeah. And I had a classical C-section, so I'm kind of sharing my experience with that. Apparently, it's a little bit different than normal C-section. The recovery is a little bit longer. So I was just sharing with the people a little bit about that. Recovery don't last always. Thank you. I always suggest an inspirational book and put your feet up. Mental health is very important. Yes, yes, and really, it has caused me to kind of like it's a constant, like every maybe I don't know, y'all. It's more than not, more than usual. I have to remind myself that I'm in a process. I'm in recovery. I am. This is not going to last forever. The sleep deprivation, which is normal, right? That you're going to experience that when you have a baby. But it's whooping my butt. It really is. Um, yeah. It's whooping my butt. And that can also cause for your breast milk, not to come in or produce or start to, like I feel like I'm losing momentum there. Um, so that could also be a part of it too. Thank you so much. No, it's not a boy. It's another girl. It's another girl. Yeah. We thought it was a boy the way things are going, but it's a girl with a head full of hair. And that probably explains, the old wise tale that you have all the hair. If the baby has a lot of hair, you have the reflux and indigestion and heartburn and stuff like that. Honey, the whole pregnancy, I had to take medicine for it. My neighbors are really loud. Oh, thank you. um, yeah, it's a lady. It's been quite a task here. So I'm 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks post op. And so I just decided that I was going to share with everybody, or whoever wants to listen, about my journey in recovery. And so I'm just trying to get through it. I haven't been making videos, y'all, because I haven't been outside. I I have completely just been like wanting to. I think I even dreamt about it. I woke up a couple days ago and I was like, oh yeah, that was a great video. I need to post that today. And then I realized I didn't even make the video. I was dreaming. Thinking about y'all in my sleep. Thinking about y'all in my sleep. So I don't have a backlog. I watched Diva Jones 03 posted a video today, and congratulations, Diva, on going over. She's been over 1,000 supporters for a while. But she was talking about how you need to have a backlog of videos so you can just keep them rolling for your audience. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. And it's okay to cry, for real. Sending a big hug. Thank you. We're going to get through this. You're healing your whole body. Your garden family's here. Thank you. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all don't even know what that means to me. And I'm not pouting or making a big like to do about this. It's just what it is. But I was telling my husband, I'm so grateful that I know that it'll end. Like I know that I will be okay and that I won't be using. Y'all, did I show y'all? Did I show y'all what I got for my birthday? So my birthday, I had the baby on May 7th. My birthday's May 14th. And my husband and my daughter, I woke up and they were like, happy birthday, and they had me a few gifts. So like she uh, got me a hat to wear outside in the garden. And it's one of those that cool. I think I've seen it on TV before, on a TV commercial, but it's one of those you put water in it and it's supposed to keep your head cool, like 5 degrees cooler than what it is outside or something like that. And so I thought that was really sweet. She made me a card, and then they got me a claw because I can't bend over. My whole pregnancy I was just dropping stuff all the time. I don't know what it is. It's like my hands just lock, like I can't grip very well. It was weird, to all of a sudden not be able to, but I still do that. I still drop stuff all the time. And I definitely can't bend over as much. I'm working on that. I'm getting better. I climb the stairs by myself pretty much with uh like I still had to lean over on some stuff. But I'm getting so much better climbing stairs or steps. But they got me this for my birthday. And this makes me feel real old and crazy. But it's a claw. It's like so I can grab stuff. Look, see, I just knocked that off. So, but I'm so grateful. It was a very thoughtful gift, and so I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, I had it's bad, y'all. So wherever I go, that thing goes with me. And I even bring it outside, and then I sanitize it when I go in the house, so I can use it in the house. But it's like I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this is what it is. This is where I am. But I think about people that that are disabled, that have to figure out ways to do things every day of their lives, right? And then the guilt sets in because I'm like, dang, I shouldn't even be complaining. I shouldn't even be talking, like I'm fixing my lips to complain about what I'm going through right now, because there's people in the world that have to deal with this stuff every day. They have to think about this stuff every single day for the rest of their lives, and how much of an inconvenience things are for them, and how much they have to depend on people. And it's like, good grief. But I shouldn't feel guilty. It's just where I am. But that's what goes on in my head. I gotta sneeze. Oh. Sorry, excuse me. I'm stirring up this soil. The soil's getting in my nose. I forgot my mask in the house. But so anyway. Let's see. Yeah, they knew what I needed. They sure did. And it's so helpful. It really is. It really is. So day 11 through 21-ish, 23-ish, is different emotionally. I feel like more than anything. Like before, it was all about pain and, oh my God, why didn't y'all tell me this is what I was gonna go through? Kind of, it's kind of talk. But day 11 through 21, 23 is more about like your psychological stuff, mental health stuff. I feel like more than anything right now for me. And so I'm just gonna keep it moving and try to do the best that I can. I should have put this pot on the table. Oh, it's not too heavy. So I'm trying to fill this pot with soil, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna plant these peppers. I am gonna plant more than one pepper plant in this pot. I typically do in a 5-gallon bucket. I'll plant 2 peppers. 2 pepper plants, but you can just put 1. It's okay. In this pot, because I think it's about a 10-gallon, I'll put 2. So I have the Jimmy Nardello pepper, and I have a giant Marconi. And really, I actually, I might put some jalapenos in here. I need to go find some jalapenos. Y'all want to walk with me? I might lose signal. I don't know. I might put some. Now I'm debating on what I want to do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some jalapenos in this one, or maybe just 1 giant Marconi plant. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one giant Marconi. So typically I've never planted giant Marconis before, but I love the way they look, and I'm excited to be able to do so. And I have 3 plants in this cup here that need to come out. So I'm going to the stuff us women have to go through. I wonder, grow through, not go through, but grow through. I like that. I wonder sometimes myself, just said a couple of months ago, Eve did it, not me. I know that's right. That's what I be feeling like sometimes. I'm like, damn it, Eve. Yes, I feel the same way. Hey, Marine, how you doing? Yes, I feel the same way. That is so funny. I'm gonna put one giant marker plant, pepper plant in here, and then I'm gonna pot up the rest of these, separate them, and pot them up. This soil is pretty dry. Right here. So we're gonna, yeah, I'm gonna put one in here and then pop the rest of these up. I need to make sure I have them on the on my nursery list. So I think I do. Some of these I was waiting for them to come up, and so I didn't add them to the nursery list. And that's another thing I gotta do. I gotta do inventory. Yeah, so much to do. So much to do. That's all right. So I just put one plant back in there, the giant Marconi, and I need to find another home for that one, and then I'm gonna plant this guy. I don't know if y'all can see. Let's see. My neighbor always mowing his grass. Every time I come out here, they mowing their grass. Or he starts mowing before I come out. Or after I come out. Let me see. Bear with me just a second. Woo, hello. Okay. Can y'all see that? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and snap these bottom leaves off and plant the pepper. I got some, hold on, let me get this fertilizer. I usually put a little bit of fertilizer if I got it on me. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. This is what I have. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this in there. And you don't have to listen. I'm really trying to get away from buying fertilizer at the store. I just had this on me, so I'm gonna use what I got always, because that's what I do. I don't care what it is. If that's what I got, that's what it's gonna be used. And put her in there like that. Just like that, yeah. And then, and I know this looks like a lot, or such a big pot for a little plant, but this plant's gonna get bigger. I got some water over there. I'll water her in a minute. I'm gonna leave her right here on the porch because I can't lift it after it's watered. It's too heavy for me. You're not supposed to lift more than the weight of your baby. I don't know what that is. What kind of little, you see that yellow creature? I don't know what that is. So you're not supposed to lift more than the weight of your baby, and this pot is already, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll scoot them on over there. Alright. And then I actually have this little pot. I'm gonna use this little pot. I'm gonna put one of these. No, I said I wasn't gonna do that. I said I wasn't gonna do that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Said I was gonna use a gallon, and that gives me some time so I don't have to up pot it. Little gallon pots, half gallons. .5 quarts. I think it's a half gallon. So I'm gonna use this. The holes are really big in the bottom. I don't know if I'm gonna get these next year. The soil falls out. So maybe putting like a coffee filter or a piece of newspaper or something like that in the bottom of the pot will be good for that. I don't have any on me right now, but and I'm gonna up pot. See this little pot right here, this big old tomato plant. And I stemmed this, y'all. I took all the bottom leaves off. Okay, the bottom stems. This is a Tommy toe. Yeah, it's well overdue. Well overdue. So if your roots are wandering around like that, just gently pull them out. I just loosen them up like that before I put them in the pot. That's it. I got 2 gloves. I don't know why I'm just using one. And I'm trying to use gloves more often now because of the baby. I just want to kind of try not to get too much under my nails and things. Put it in there like it. Put a little fart in there. Probably should have did that, but it's okay if you don't. You can just put it on top and then mix it in with your fingers. And then I'll put a little bit more soil, or if that's enough soil, you can put your mulch on top, and then you're done. Sorry about the lawnmower noise, y'all. And I'll water her in a minute. And I'm going to use this pot to pot up these other peppers. And I need to get a label for this guy. That's him. But yeah, so I hope everybody is doing well. I really do. I just wanted to share a little bit about kind of where I am right now. Everything is good though, to be always honest. Overall, I haven't had to go, I'm not trying to talk myself up or jinx myself. Everything is well. And so outside of what the normal is right now, I'm good. I'm really good. All right. Well, it feels good to plant some stuff. Just play around in the soil and kind of get, yes, it feels so good. It feels so good. So thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. I'm going to be back. Maybe not live. I'm not sure yet, but just got a few things I've been trying to show y'all forever. I don't even know if I'm going to get to it today. There's so much noise. So sorry. But I love y'all. And thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you so much for your inspiration, y'all, your kind words. People have been emailing me, texting me. I'm so grateful. Sending gifts. I just, man. Yeah, and I cry like a baby every time I get a text or email or gift. Like, I can't help it. Uh, but I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. And till next time, peace.